Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Happy National Scissoring Day. It's National Running. Is it running with scissors? No, don't run with scissors. No, don't do what Bowens did in the ring and run with scissors. That's dangerous. It's not smart. I get a ew from Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Mark, any news today? No, absolutely. No, oh wait, what's that? There's an article. All right. We got a link. We got a link. Oh boy. All right, here we go. So okay, so this is what everyone is talking about. Now, please, this is TMZ. Please take this. Now, I'm just putting this up there for shits and giggles, honestly. This is hilarious. I was like, wait, this is on what website? Really? Is this what we're doing now? Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you this is TMZ. So I heard there was an article on TMZ. So TMZ said something, and I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Okay, I gotta look this up." So I'll read this for those listening audio. It says Sammy Guevara and Andrade, AEW stars in backstage fight punches allegedly. Big word there. We're using our $5 words tonight. We're gonna get them all in, okay? Allegedly thrown. Okay. AEW stars Sammy Guevara and Andrade get in backstage altercation. Let's see here. Sources told TMZ Sports, and Andrade has been sent home. That's why he wasn't on the show tonight. Yeah, he put that out earlier. Says, respect me and I'll respect you. Yeah, okay. Says, we're told the incident happened backstage at an AEW Dynamite show in Washington, D.C. Wednesday night. Sources, there's that word sources again. I love that word, sources. Tell us, and words were exchanged, and then things turned physical. Sammy allegedly pushed Andrade, and punches were thrown, according to our sources. It's unclear if anyone was hit. Hey, people could have thrown punches, and they all could have missed. It's true. This is professional wrestling we're talking about here. You're supposed to miss those punches, right? Just by that much. Excuse me. Our sources are adamant the altercation was not part of an AEW storyline. Adamant. There's another big $5 word, adamant. As for the reason for the fight, the guys had been in intense beef that spilled over on social media. On Tuesday, the wrestlers went back and forth on Twitter. We don't have to share that. Our sources, oh man, there's that word again, say several wrestlers are pissed at Sammy for publicly airing personal private issues, and things just boiled over at the arena. Andrade posted somewhat of a cryptic message on okay, that's not cryptic at all. We've reached out to AEW for comment, but so far no word back. Well, you know how that goes. All right, so there is the article. I'm sure we'll hear more in the upcoming days and weeks. No, we're probably not going to hear much at all. But apparently Andrade's match for Friday night is taken out. He was supposed to. This was the funny thing. We no one knew if this was like legit or if he was really trying to leave the company. But apparently Andrade's career in AEW was on the line versus Preston number 10's mask. And that was supposed to happen Friday. There's actually 2 shows Friday. There's Rampage and then there's Battle of the Belts. So we're getting actually 2 hours again of Rampage, or AEW, I should say. So that's interesting. So yeah, take it all. Take it all with a grain of salt. We don't know how bad things are. We've seen the social media's posts, and they don't look very friendly. So it sucks. It sucks as a. This is just me. Like you can. This is all subjective. You can love who you want in wrestling. You can hate who you want in wrestling. You can cheer. You can boo whoever the hell you want. I'll say this and then I'll move on from it. It's really depressing for a wrestling fan like myself, and I've loved Sammy Guevara for years. And now there's all this stuff coming out, and it's like you don't know what to believe anymore. You hear all this negative stuff, and it's like, obviously some of it is legit, unfortunately. I think he's still insanely talented, but it seems like there's an attitude problem. And there has been for a while. And, between stuff like this and another one of my favorites, and I won't even mention his name, Mayor, you know who I'm talking about. It rhymes with dunk, so just take it easy. Take it easy. These things happen to my favorites, and it's like, it's upsetting. I'll think about it. We had a 3-year anniversary of Dynamite. Who are we supposed to have on there? Now, granted, we had some big stars on there. We had Jericho, we had Mox, Bryan Danielson. A lot of the top women. Serena, but even more of my favorites were missing. Not missing, but not on the show. How are you supposed to have an anniversary show without some of the biggest guys in the company? Like guys like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. I was really hoping that they would return tonight, but they're gone indefinitely. It's a bummer, but there's still plenty of favorites in the company that I like, and we'll get to that. It's probably more people that you don't like, but hey, that's, like I said, it's all subjective. We can all love and hate who we want. But overall, this was a fun episode. But there's so much. There's this cloud. It feels like there's this cloud hanging over the company now, unfortunately. But thank God for people in the company like the Acclaimed that can kind of take us away from that, kind of clear the cloud for a while at least. I just want to talk about this for a second. This is something brand new I picked up the other day. Um, I had I had a Coors the other day, and I felt like absolute garbage after I had it. And that's no fault of the beer. That's just how beer affects me now. As I grow older, it's not fun for me to like drink alcohol anymore. Um, so I picked this up, never heard of this before, found this by accident because this was just sitting by itself. This wasn't like with other non alcoholic beers. This is called River Bend, or excuse me, River West Stein, NA, non alcoholic. Is from the Lakefront Brewery, which is one of the bigger ones in Milwaukee. As far as I know, I don't know a lot about the the bigger independent beer makers of Milwaukee. But this is tasty, very tasty. I enjoy it. It's refreshing. See, there you go. I mentioned another one. Anna doesn't like the acclaimed. It's okay. It's okay. Zach says we may need another sponsor. Speaking of sponsors, as you can see, I'm newly shorn. I am just, completely cleaned up. The beard is trimmed. The head is waxed. No, not really waxed. But between shaving with one of my favorite blades and, of course, using my brand new Manscaped, I am now all cleaned up nice. Even, yes, folks, I'm not going to go into description, but yes. The t-shirt says, your balls will thank you. And I did. I tried it out, and I can say this is the first time in my life using a trimmer down there. No nicks, no snags. First time done it, and no problems, no issues. Smooth sailing, if you will. So 20% off. Use your code TNI. There you go. Get yourself some Manscaped stuff. And you don't even have to buy the lawnmower. They got some really, and I mean really, comfortable underwear. I'm going to be buying some more for myself, and I'll be using that code. Trust me. They got all sorts of stuff. Like, even if you don't want the trimmer, they have tons of stuff. So great stuff. So yeah, it is the 3-year anniversary of Dynamite. Like I said, it's just, there's stuff missing. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. We make the best of it. And I enjoyed it. Anna said, I'm too old for Scissor. Oh, no one's too old to Scissor. All you got to do, take your, all you got to do is do this, Scissor. Oh, man. So, yeah. So I'll do myself I'll do myself a favor and just quick check WrestleZone and see if there was any immediate updates on anything. Okay, see, yeah. The WrestleZone has the same thing about Andrade, El Idolo, and Sammy Guevara. Let me just see if this article says anything else new. No, yeah, see, it's per Sean Ross Sapp and TMZ. And see, it says in quotes, altercation. So, I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing specific here. It's all alleged. So, like I said, folks, there's no video. There's no, did something happen? Yeah, probably. But we don't know, so. Oh, here's another positive piece of news. The Acclaimed shirt, the new one, that Scissor Me Daddy Ass, is the top of the charts for 2022, apparently, for AEW and Pro Wrestling Tees. So Tony Khan encourages people to scissor at work and at school. I still don't know what the hell it is, but but like they said tonight during the show, it's like a sign of friendship and unity, or they said something like that. See anything else here? I don't see anything. Oh, I did. Okay, so I have to mention this. So for today through the 9th, and the link is in the description of the video, 15% off sale at TNI for Smash This Podcast stuff. So if you like some of the newer branded stuff that I've put out recently, like here's the Feed Your Head artwork, and then there's the newly freshened up Smash This Podcast skull with the lightning since 2013. You can go to the Spread Shop link in the description, get yourself 15% off every merch order October 5th through the 9th. There we go. So that is up through, what is that, Sunday? I think. Yeah, I think that's through Sunday. So we freshened up the merch shop with some brand new stuff. And I saw this and I almost got it, but I'm gonna wait a little. Because once in a while I just see, who's got what action figures where when I'm in the mood to just, go search out for some stuff. I saw that GameStop, because they have figures and stuff besides, games. They have a ECW Paul Heyman Funko Pop. And I was like, oh man, that's actually really cool. So if you're a Heyman guy or a Heyman gal, if you're a fan of ECW stuff and you like collecting Funkos, I think I've got a few people in my chat here that enjoy collecting Funkos, and I know there's at least one. Zach, I'm looking at you, bro. Head on over to GameStop and check that out. So, all right. Mayor says, I wonder what Billy Gunn is doing on Monday. He's going to be watching Monday Night Raw and seeing his boys celebrate the 25th anniversary of DX on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Oh, Zach says, I already have acquired the Advocate. Oh, you already bought it. Nice. Nice. Courtney collects Funkos too. Well, there you go. All right. Oof. It's getting heated in the chat here. Let's take it easy. Let's take it down a notch. Okay, take it down a notch. All right. So, oh, Anna Reed says, I will be watching Raw for DX. Now, mind you, this is also going to be the Monday Night Raw following Extreme Rules, and there's a certain someone rumored to be returning at said Extreme Rules. This weekend's going to be nuts. Bound for Glory on Friday. AEW's got 2 shows Friday. You got SmackDown on Friday. You got Extreme Rules on Saturday. Probably a bunch of other shows on Saturday that I can't even think of. So yeah. All right. Lots of stuff. Something for everyone. All right, here we go. Some AEW tonight. 3rd anniversary of AEW Dynamite. Pretty cool. And I don't always talk about this, but there were some very funny signs in the audience with all the stuff going on, all the news, all the, sign of the night, in my professional podcasting opinion, is hire HR expert. That's it. It just says hire HR expert. Oh, God. What do you think that's referring to? I think they need a few regarding all the fights that have been going on lately. Anyways, all right, we continue. So we start out here with Wheeler Yuta versus MJF. This was actually a lot of fun. And this is a nice reminder as to, a lot of people say, oh, MJF can't wrestle. He's just a mouth. No, he is good in the ring. We know how good Wheeler Yuta is. The guy has proved himself over and over again. And MJF he's like sneaky good because he doesn't wrestle that often. But this was good. MJF beats Yuta. And then Yuta tries to get there was a whole lot of like Ring of Honor stuff going on tonight. A whole lot of like, hey, shake my hand after the match, sign of honor or code of honor, whatever you want to call it. And MJF was like, he was considering it. The look on his eye, look at his eyes was surprising. Like he was really kind of just, hemming and hawing it over in his head. And Anna says need a PR expert. Right? That too. That would probably help. And then one of MJF's guys from the firm, was it Lee? I can't think of the guy's name. I think, yeah, the guy with the green hair. He attacks Yuta, and MJF goes off on him. Like, hey, I didn't ask for you guys. And then all of a sudden, Regal First, um, Stokely Hathaway comes down. He tries to get MJF to put on his ring. Like, yeah, get him. And MJF's conflicted about it. This is interesting. I'm a little shocked and a little confused by this. It's the first time we've seen, usually MJF is just balls to the wall, controversial, ready to do everything and anything. Lee Moriarty, thank you. He's conflicted about it, but before he can make a decision with his, putting his ring on, William Regal leaves commentary and puts on some brass knucks and comes down to the ring, and he is ready to clock MJF. Oh my God, the look on Regal's face. It's like, oh, someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die here. And MJF is like, whoa, and he takes off. So, yeah, interesting. You think everything's fine in, like, Firmville. Firmville? Is that a color? Can we call it Firmville? No, it's probably not. The Firm. The Firm. Okay. The Firm. Everything's fine in the Firm. Well, apparently everything is not fine in the Firm. It's like, who's really running things? Is it MJF? Is it Stokely Hathaway? Is MJF really with the Firm? Is he that closely tied to them? I don't know. There's something off there. We'll keep an eye on that one. Jay Lethal versus Darby Allin next. This one was pretty good too. Darby Allin getting the win. Jay Lethal's distracted by Sanjay Dutt. That's what caused the loss, because Jay Lethal did not want Sanjay Dutt and or Satnam Singh out there. But Darby Allin twisted him up like a pretzel. It's like, people forget that Darby Allin really can wrestle. He's not just a stunt guy. He's not just a guy that tries to do everything, flaming torches. What was the latest thing I saw? Oh, he fell off a waterfall like 100 feet down. I was like, geez Louise. Maybe not 100 feet. Maybe it was 50 feet, but it was tall. He's always doing crazy shit. But the guy can wrestle. But yeah, Darby gets the win here. TNT title on the line. Now, I know with most of the crew I talk to and or hang with online, podcast-wise, most of them can't stand Brian Cage. I still love Brian Cage, okay? I think fondly back to the positive things he did in Impact Wrestling, the things he did in Lucha Underground. I mean, has everything been golden? No, but that has to do with his booking too. That's not all his fault. So, Critical Sting, good evening, says BCC needs to poach Moriarty. Huh. Maybe that'll happen. William Regal doesn't seem too willing to take on a ton of new people though. So he's trying to keep what did he say the other day? He's like, not everybody can join the BCC. You know, we got to keep people out there for good opponents as well. So, but yeah, I still love Brian Cage. So when I heard that he was getting a shot at Wardlow's title, you know, was I entertained for a second that he might win this? No. Wardlow's on a roll, as he should be. He's a good champ. Do we see him all the time? Does he have the best feuds? No. He's, and like I said, that's not his fault. You know, I still love Wardlow. I love Brian Cage. Was I excited to see these two guys start just beating the shit out of each other and throwing each other around the ring? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And they didn't disappoint either. I was really happy with this one. Wardlow still got a win. And then something really interesting happened. So Wardlow's got this thing with FTR. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. He's got this team up lately with Samoa Joe. I guess they've been seen together. They tagged together once or twice. I might have missed something. But so post-match, Toa Leota and Khan attack Wardlow. And I forget what they're called. Someone on the chat will come up with it. They're a tag team that's in. They were a new hire for Ring of Honor. So apparently at Battle of the Belts, they're going to take on FTR. FTR comes down to the ring along with Samoa Joe, and they help, you know, take care of the odds. Look at I said, someone's going to come up with it. Thank you, Critical Sting. Gates of Agony. That's actually a really good name. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't remember what the hell they were called in the old Ring of Honor, but they weren't they part of or wasn't one of these guys or both of these guys part of they were part of something else. They were with someone else. I forget who. But anyways, but yeah, they kind of remind me of like the Samoan SWAT team or something like that, you know. I like them. So they're so they're taking on FTR, Battle of the Belts, late Friday night. So yeah, looking forward to that. Next, we had a 6-woman tag. And Mark says, sounds like a black metal band. Yeah. That's what it was. Thank you, Critical. Man, Critical Sting's on a roll tonight. It says Khan was in Shane Taylor's, the Shane Taylor promotions. It was Shane Taylor's crew. Yeah, he had a few people. And before that, Khan was part of, what was it? Gut Check from like, what was it, 3 years ago now? I think 3 years ago. Khan was the Impact Wrestling Gut Check. So, there's a lot of people saying they want Shane Taylor to join Impact Wrestling. I can't believe him and his crew hadn't been hired by TK. I mean, I know he's a busy guy, but come on. That's one guy that I didn't think would get passed up. Shane Taylor's impressive. He's fun to watch. Randy Sam, good evening. Says J-Bone, did Jay Lethal tease a face turn tonight? Sanjay Dutt get mad? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. There's well, like I said, I don't think a face turn. I think you're pushing it too far there. It might be a bit of dissension at the most. I mean, if it leads to something, fine. But I think that's jumping the gun there. Um, Jay Lethal didn't want Dutt or Satnam Singh out there. So he was upset about that. And that so the distraction caused him to lose. So, as Mark says, STP, not Smash This Podcast. Shane Taylor Promotions seems like a slam dunk of a signing as a unit. I can't believe they're all still available, except for Colin. But yeah, totally. It's crazy. So, all right. But yeah, 6-woman tag here, 3-on-3. Willow, Nightingale, Athena, and Toni Storm with Saraya. Saraya's in their corner against Serena Deeb, Penelope Ford, and Jamie Hayter. It's great to see Penelope Ford a little more often. It's like we hadn't seen her for like a long time. So I don't know if she was just taking care of Kip or if she had other stuff going on or she just wasn't getting booked or what. But they've been using her a lot lately, more often lately, last few weeks. So it's great to see. She had been showing some improvement and then like just disappeared. So good to see her. So I don't know what she injured, just not around or what. Jamie Hayter and then Britt Baker's out there with them. This was a lot of fun. This was a great match. All the ladies got, say everybody got their shit in. Lots of action. And poor Athena, her entrance, she's got those like mechanical wings on there. They I'll just say they malfunctioned. So they quick cut away from her and then they came back and she had them off. So something happened. The one guy was quickly coming out and trying to help her take them off because something happened. I don't know what. It's those mechanical things, it's you never know. But yeah, they all looked great here. Of course, the big thing outlining this is Saraya and Britt Baker, because Britt Baker came out before this match and said, little heads up to everyone, Saraya's not cleared to wrestle, so I don't know why she's here. She just needs to go away. And I'm paraphrasing here, but saying that she is not physically cleared and I think that really kind of took the wind out of the place because that's the first mention of anything tied to Saraya's is she cleared the wrestle? Is she okay? Why is she here? Is she just kind of managing the women? What's going on? Well, Britt Baker comes right out and says, yeah, she shouldn't be here because she can't wrestle. So, and I think people were like, it's Britt Baker. We got to believe her, right? So, DMD. Don't forget, she's not a doctor. She's a dentist. Totally different. So Willow Nightingale, I've been waiting because I've been watching her last few years. She's good. She is damn good and has gotten better. And she got a big win here. So apparently Friday night, Battle of the Belts, she's taking on Jade Cargill. for what I think they said was the third time. Hey, maybe third time's a charm. But this was a huge win for Willow Nightingale. Big win. And one of her, it's not her finisher, I don't think, but one of her signatures is the pounce. Man, can she pounce. It's awesome. I forget who she pounced. I think it was Penelope Ford, but she pounced her almost damn near out of the ring. So Soraya's congratulating Willow Nightingale after the match. They're all, arms raised and everything. Britt Baker cuts in between them and starts kind of, giving it to Saraya, arguing with her. No mics given, but she's just yelling at her. And then all of a sudden, shoving starts. Well, then I don't remember who threw the first punch, but they just start going at it. And then it's like, oh, she's getting physical now. Maybe Saraya is cleared to wrestle. We still don't know. But this is her first big sign of her getting physical with anyone since joining. No one's touched her. She hasn't touched anyone. So this is what, week 3, I want to say. So good to see. It's a good sign. If you are a fan of the former WWE's Paige wrestling, which I know I am. I love Paige. I'm very curious to see where this is leading to. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Maybe Britt Baker versus Saraya Full Gear. Let's cross our fingers. But yeah, good stuff there. Ladies really kicked some ass tonight. Then we have the National Scissors Day, big press conference, or big to-do, whatever you want to call it. They got the podium in the ring. Billy Gunn's out there. These guys are over. I mean, they are over. This is like the big pop of the evening. Everybody on their feet doing the scissor stuff with each other. It was just a lot of fun. Swerve interrupts, and I wrote this down. AEW apparently now stands for acclaimed every week. So that was fun. One of them even said something about being the Sultan of Scissoring. I thought that was catchy as well. Swerve interrupts, and he challenges. So he's like, yeah, we got to get these titles back, but it's because of you, daddy ass, that, we don't have them, because there was some interference, I guess. So he challenges Billy Gunn to a match next week. And I was like, oh. Or maybe it's on Friday. I forget. It's either next week or it's Friday, whatever it is. So, which is a little strange, but hey, whatever. It's a featured match. It has to do with the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed will be out there. So yeah. No Keith Lee. So they're still, not crossing each other's paths. So I don't know where that's going. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of fun. Love the segment. Love the Acclaimed. National Scissors Day. Just go ahead and scissor a friend. All right. Then we had Roosh versus Hangman Adam Page. This is probably match of the night. If I had to pick match of the night, next to MJF and Yuta, both very good. These two guys just chopped and slapped and kicked just clobbered the hell out of each other. Private Party shows up after Hangman Adam Page gets the win, and then Mox shows up and kind of scares away Private Party because Jose, the assistant, was out there telling Private Party, "Hey, you go get them, or go get Hangman Adam Page. Do your job. You know, you still work for us." So that got stopped. And there was the joke earlier about contract tampering. Wink, wink. Matt Hardy was contract tampering. If that's not a little shot thrown at the WWE, because apparently somebody contacted somebody about something. Allegedly. All right. But Mox shows up, cuts a promo on Hangman Adam Page, and that's happening. Is that next week? Is that next week, or is that 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks. Tuesday the 18th or something like that. Special Tuesday night Dynamite. It's in Mox's town of Cincinnati, I think. But yeah, he had a thought. Completely just jumped right out of my head. Anyways, Mox versus Hangman coming up a few weeks. Apparently they've never faced each other. I was a little surprised. I thought they had. But not for the title, I guess. So, but anyways. And then Hangman calls him out. It's like, "Oh, why are you leaving?" And Mox basically did. They had to censor him. I don't know what the hell he said, but basically, shut your effing mouth. Watch what you say. This is your one pass. You don't get this pass next time or something. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And of course, they got a hint that MJF is watching this the whole time. So maybe MJF will cash in on Mox in his hometown. I think it's going to happen at Full Gear, but we'll see. We'll see. Luchasaurus beats up Fuego del Sol in about 2 seconds. Beats him. Christian Cage is out there with Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy attacks Luchasaurus and challenges him. These two are going to face off. Is it next week? It's either Friday or next week. That's another one. But I saw the card on the TV. I just didn't catch when it is. I think it's next week. And this, because of Christian's injury, this feud unfortunately has gone on way too long. And it doesn't mean I don't like Jungle Boy, but yeah. So this, and unfortunately, these two are, Jungle Boy's going to have to wait till God knows when to face Christian, or they'll just settle it by these two. I mean, this is the real feud, honestly, because the real relationship isn't Christian and Jungle Boy. Yeah, they were tied together. He was managing him, whatever. The real feud here is all this controversy and stuff going on with Luchasaurus, because these two were close. But Luchasaurus turned on Jungle Boy. So honestly, in my professional podcasting opinion, once this match between Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy is done, send Christian home, let him heal up, start fresh, start something new. And this is just part of Jungle Boy growing up. He hasn't had a lot of like big feuds. This is one of the bigger ones or big storylines that he's been a part of, besides being in a tag team and stuff. So, just part of him maturing as a singles competitor, which is great. Jungle Boy deserves it. He is one of the pillars of the company. With all the drama, sometimes you forget like who the pillars are in the company, who is really important, Main event time, Jericho and Sammy Guevara, everybody's favorite tonight. Take it easy. Versus Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia. This was a lot of fun. Not my favorite match of the night, but definitely a lot of fun. Sammy's definitely getting some booze tonight. There's definitely Anna says he's becoming a jungle man. Yes, that's true. Jungle boy, jungle man. Sammy's definitely getting some response tonight. Even with the love for Jericho, they quickly turned on Sammy. So there you go. If that makes any of you feel better, it's good match though. Good back and forth. A lot of drama with the whole Jericho Bryan Danielson thing. Even more with the whole Jericho Daniel Garcia feud going on now. Because it looks like Daniel Garcia is officially out of JAS, because there was no JAS ties to Daniel's entrance at all. So, but yeah, good match. Jericho and Sammy actually gets the pin here, celebrating. Jericho has a weird look on his face at the end, though. He wasn't he wasn't celebrating as much as Sammy was. Looked a little conflicted because Daniel Garcia was really, really wanting that win. He looked down in the middle of the ring. Like, a lot of this is really getting to Daniel Garcia. He loves and respects Bryan Danielson, but Jericho is also a mentor of his, and this is really starting to mess with Daniel Garcia. So I don't know what's going to happen to him, but Daniel Garcia's world is just kind of imploding right now. It's probably not too fun for him. And Jericho can see that. Like, he was celebrating at the tail end of this, but looking down at Daniel Garcia just was like, huh. Yeah. Didn't rub it in. Just was observing, So, yes, Courtney, Sammy and Chris for the win. So yeah, it was a fun show. It didn't really feel like an anniversary show, but there was a lot of fun parts that certainly helped it along, like the whole, the Acclaimed Scissor stuff. Some big feel matches like Hangman Adam Page versus Rouge felt big. The main event felt big. Yudo versus MJF. Ladies all kicked ass. So yeah, everyone really had a great part on the show tonight. But it still felt like there was stuff missing, like some of our favorites, like I know Kenny Omega is a favorite. It's like I was really hoping he was gonna surprise everybody and show up tonight, but Nope, not happening. We still got to wait for the return of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. So, hope it's sooner rather than later. But apparently that investigation is still ongoing. So maybe they're not going to return until that whole internal investigation is over. Whoever is doing that needs to hurry their ass up so we can get some of our favorites back, right? So that's gonna pretty much do it for tonight. So yeah, don't forget, check the links in the description. Smash merch on fail. Wow, words. And it's not alcoholic, I swear. It's it's just long days. I was up at like 6 this morning. I don't know. My body's just weird lately. 15% off today through the 9th, October 5th through the 9th. And then TNI tomorrow is the go home and the preview for Bound for Glory. So, me and the crew will be doing that. And then Friday is Bound for Glory. Saturday is Extreme Rules. So it's a loaded few days, folks. I don't know how much I'm going to be covering it. But I'm going to do my best. No promises. But definitely don't want to miss Bound for Glory. So yeah, that's it. Take care. Much love. Get some rest because there's a lot coming this weekend over the next few days. Take care. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button on your way out, ring that bell for notifications. Buy some merch. Much love, folks. Good night.